RV Explorer is all about finding the great places you'd like to visit while exploring New Zealand in a motorhome or caravan. We also make it easy to organise your trip by creating your own trip plans. To do this, you need to be logged in. So the first thing we'll do is click on the login link, and I'll log in as my demo account. And we're all set to go. So let's start by planning a trip around one of our favourite locations, the power station lakes along the mighty Waikato River, just south of Hamilton and Cambridge. Now this is in the Waikato region, so we'll scroll down to the New Zealand regions map and click on the Waikato region. And this will open up a map that is centred on the Waikato. We'll then use the filter to display only those locations on a lake or a river where freedom camping is allowed, and require that they have a minimum star rating of 4 stars. So let's do that now. So it's on a lake or a river. We're going to be freedom camping, and we want a minimum of 4 stars. Apply the filter. You'll see now just below Cambridge, these are the locations that we're interested in. Let's start at the top. The Hora Hora domain. Click for more. And you can see this is a pretty nice location where you can park your motorhome right on the lakefront. And if we scroll down, you'll see there are public toilets. And you can freedom camp. That looks pretty cool. So let's go back to the map, and you'll see here, include in trip plan. So we'll tick that box. It's the first location that we've added to our trip plan, so the map refreshes, and you'll notice we've now got plan number 1, 1st of August 1917. And let's go down to the next one. This is the little Waipa Reserve, so we'll click for more. And again, you can see it's quite a nice location. And we'll add that one to our trip plan as well. Now, there are a couple of locations down here that are overlapping, but actually they're on opposite sides of the Waikato River. So if we click on this one, it's the Jones Landing. Click for more. And you'll see it's quite a popular location. And again, you can park right on the lakefront with a stunning view. So let's go back and add that to our trip plan as well. And we'll check Palmer's Landing on the other side. You'll see why we like this area of New Zealand. Stunningly beautiful on a fine day. So we'll do the same. Now we have 4 locations on our trip plan, but we've really only got time for 3 days, a long weekend. So let's uncheck this one. So now we've got our 3 locations for our trip to the power station lakes. Let's start organising our trip plan. To do this, we click on the Edit button, and you'll notice there's a heading which we can fill in. We'll call it the Power Station Lakes. And we can add a description, planning to a long weekend. Now you'll notice that the trip heading has appeared in the trip plans select box, and you can make multiple plans and they will always be available just by clicking on here, and they'll appear in a list. If we scroll down, we can see that we can now, for each of the locations, add an arrival date. So let's plan it for this coming weekend. We're going to leave on Friday and arrive at 10 a.m. and stay overnight. Click on Save. And you'll notice that's gone down to the bottom because we've added a date, and these don't have dates yet. So the next location was the Jones Landing, and since we'll go there on Saturday, and planning a barbecue, look forward to your company. We're planning to share this with some friends of ours. And finally, we'll add this one on Sunday. We'll stay overnight and leave early the next morning. We've got our trip for the weekend all organised and we're ready to share it with our friends. You can do that by clicking on the share link up here. You'll see that I've already got a list of friends, which I can just click. I can add it, this friend for example, and I could add other ones if I want to build a list maybe of half a dozen friends so that I can include them or not depending on whether or not these links are checked. And just add a message, planning a great weekend at the power station lakes. Barbecue on Saturday. Be great to see you there. Your plan has been sent, and that's all that you need to do. They will receive an email with your message and a link to the trip plan, which they can see on RV Explorer. And they can make their own comments on each of your locations, which you can then see yourself. Finally, we want to print the plan. So you'll notice that if we scroll down, that we now have a map at the bottom. And the map you can zoom in so that you can get all of your locations included. And to print, just right click and make use of your browser's printing capacity. And click print. I'm not going to print, but that's pretty much all there is to it. To go back to the map, if you want to make changes or create a new trip plan, just click on the trip planner map. You'll see our plan is still here. We can delete it if we don't want to use it anymore. We could create a new trip plan. You'll notice I need to change my filter because I may be looking in a different area, so let's do that. We'll reset it. And I might want to look at a different region. Instead of the Waikato, maybe we'll go up and explore Northland. And again, we can start this whole process over again. You can make as many trip plans as you want and print them off and use them for reference, share them with friends. It's all there just waiting for you to use.